how can I not talk about the 1-year war heroes without talking about the OG hero and technically an OG model? How's it going, guys? It is Plastic Disasta back with another review, and what I mean by technically, I mean this is a revival version. It tributes all the way back to like the, I don't know, 80s Gundam model kits. And for their 45th anniversary of Gunpla, Bandai thought of a cool idea of, hey, let's make a 80s model kit but feel more modern. Now, for those who don't know and already knew, during my trip in Japan, I got this in Osaka. The one lucky guy in the anime store found this kit, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna get it. Alright, so taking a look at the box art, you see it just makes a reference to the original 144 of the RX-78 Gundam. Looking at this side of the box, we see how the kit is built, the runners. Here is what the kit looks like, the old one, compared to the revival version, and what the kit looks like all posed up. And after opening the box, we got 2 packs of runners and a manual. And you know what, let's just get this out of the way. So here we got runner A1. It's just going to be the multicolor of gray and red and a bit of yellow. And then we turn to the other side of runner A2. It's another multicolored runner of yellow, more red, and a little bit of blue. There's B1 and B2 are just going to be the white parts. Going through the manual, and trust me, there is a lot to cover here. So taking a look at the cover is what the kit looks like, and it just shows off the runners I already showed you. And cracking open the manual all the way, you can see what these guys went through when it comes with working with some old model kits. And we got more of these as well. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the unboxing portion, and wow, yeah, it does look really interesting. Now, out of curiosity, for those who built like the old RX-78-2 Gundam, tell me your experience on that kit. I'm really curious. So I'm gonna quickly put this kit together right now, and I'll see you guys right after. Here's the kit all put together. You can easily put it together like an hour or less, and after building this kit, I was blown away a little bit. And yeah, I did forget to say that you can just build it without using nippers, but I also recommend you have like a sanding stick or a modeler's knife maybe, just to take care of those nub marks. Since this kit doesn't have any stickers, no point in talking about the sticker placement, right? So let's jump right into seam lines. Alright, so the most notable ones would be the ones behind the legs and ones on the hands. Be that tiny little one on the side skirt, and one right there on the shoulders, well, the upper torso, but you could go as a panel line detail. So that's gonna be it for the out of box presentation. Overall, pretty solid. It does bother you, it doesn't have like a lot of surface detail. I mean, the old kit doesn't have a lot of surface detail either. So hey, you know, if you want to, you could grab your own paneling details. Alright, so moving on to accessories, starting off with hand options. Well, there's none, only weapon holding hands. So first you got the shield. Now I know it doesn't have like a little hole on it, but if you want to, you can drill like a few holes in there. Grab a modeler's knife just to scrape some of the plastic out and then sand it down. That way you have like a rectangular hole. And this is all white, but you know, you can paint the back of it gray. And this little handle right here, of course, it plugs onto the hand. Except you have the beam rifle. It's all in one piece. It's only missing like the little yellow area on the scope. You can easily paint that in. Finally, you got the beam sabers. You got the active one and you got the inactive one. And you might want to paint the active one pink, just to, well, you know, bring out the color. For those who are curious, no, these don't come off. For articulation, spoilers, you don't get a lot. So starting off with the head, it's on a rotation. for the shoulders. It's on a ball joint, so it kind of does what a ball joint does. Like, it can rotate, slight bicep swivel. You got a bend at the elbow, less than 90 degrees, and it is on a ball joint. And the arm goes this high up. As for torso, waist, well, you get nothing. Front skirt, side skirt, and back skirt, you get nothing. So the legs can go forward this much, can go back this much. Bend at the knee, less than 90. And as for the foot, it can go up this much, can go back this much. And as for the pivot, well, it's not really there. And moving on to the backpack, nothing moves. Overall, the articulation on this kit, yeah, I'll admit, it is kind of funny, but that's pretty much the charm of it. As long as the Gundam can pull up this pose, that's all that matters, right? Moving on to size comparisons, here it is right next to another standard size Gundam. Yeah, I think I know you guys are leaning more towards 2. Finally, here it is right next to Target Optimus Prime, SD Aereo, and Lego Batman. So that's gonna be it for the size comparisons. Let's move on to my final thoughts. So moving on to my final thoughts. Overall, well, don't think of it as like a masterpiece of a kit. Think of it as just, you know, one of those like fun little kits, like the little petite guys, you know what I mean? Also, what I forget to mention about the shield, yeah, it's gonna be hard if you want to like point it straight out because it tends to fall like that. But that should be an easy fix. Just put just a tiny dab of super glue just to thicken the peg and you should be fine. So anyways, back to what I'm saying. Do I recommend it? Yeah. If you want something fun, old-fashioned, and maybe something to mess with, I say pick this kit up. Alright, so that's gonna be it for review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you as well for tagging along with me throughout Heroes Month. If you want to see more content like this, and if you're new, be sure to subscribe. Questions, concerns, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Before and after chest workouts.